I was going to say, that's Muriel written all over right there. I love it. Oh my goodness. Well, they're having a good old time.
They're having a great time. And I think in a few minutes we want to walk around here. So before, because at the very end of the hour, we're just going to review the today's specials quickly again. And so we're going to want to do a little bit of a kind of a walk around here to give a quick tour, because we are sitting in the factory where your vitamins are made. And I hopefully you're enjoying the fact that we want to show off where your vitamins are made. I'm proud of this facility. I'm proud of this factory. I think the only place your vitamins or anything that you put in your body should come from is a place that you'd be proud of, that someone else would be proud of. So that's why we do these shows. We usually do them 2 or 3 times a year because it gives you an opportunity to really understand that 40 years ago, when I set out to make vitamins, I realized that if I wanted to make something different, I was going to be stuck making them myself.
Right.
That if I wanted to make something like everybody else with additives and binders and fillers and chemicals and allergens, then I would just have a contract manufacturer make it like everybody else does.
Right.
But if I wanted to make something different, if I wanted to make it responsibly and pure, that I would have to invest in creating a facility, a factory, and that's what we have here.
You've never taken the easy road, let's put it that way.
No, it was definitely the crazy long road, and some might say the wrong road, but over the last, say, it's been 40 years since I started my company, so I know I look far too young to be doing that. Kidding.
I was going to say.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was just about.
But no, I started the company 40 years ago, so obviously I'm not a spring chicken any longer. But it's something that I still feel like a spring chicken.
And you look like one.
But it's something that I'm proud of. That at each step along the way, our products are objectively, from an unbiased standpoint, they are made differently. Just if you look at the mere fact that our entire facility, you don't even want to know the amount of electricity that it takes, the millions of watts of electricity it takes to make vitamins, that we do it thanks to the sunlight is free. So we do it courtesy of sunlight. So we're environmentally, I couldn't imagine a company being more environmentally responsible than we are. In fact, we initially forced the vitamin bottle manufacturers to use post-consumer resin. Before, we couldn't get it. So all of our vitamin bottles are made from recycled plastic.
Fabulous.
We forced that process more than a decade ago. And I'm trying to figure out a way to even eliminate, even though we do something that's very unique, most of our products are purchased in 1 and 2 year supplies. Most other companies, it's in 1 or 2 months. So we eliminate every year we eliminate millions and millions of vitamin bottles because you prefer to get the larger size and the savings. I'm now trying to figure out how I eliminate the bottles entirely.
Right.
Giving you something that you'll have at home, that you might get your vitamins in a paper bag, and you'll empty it into a special vitamin bottle that you'll have at home. But I'm trying to figure things out. So we are not just the best vitamins in the world, but the most responsible vitamins in the world, thinking about things in ways that no other company even contemplates.
Always evolving for the better, and that's
Trying.
what's exciting.
Yes.
Not a day goes by where I do not take Ultimate Friendly Flora. I know we don't have a lot of time, but this is an important subject, Andrew, that affects many, many people.
Yep, and this is a product that, is this Friendly Flora? It is, our Ultimate Friendly Flora.
Yeah.
That this is our highest potency version of our Friendly Flora. We recently reformulated the product. Again, our probiotics are not just about your digestive system, they're also about your immune system. And if you think you could get away with ignoring them, as most of us do, our food supply is sterilized. It doesn't deliver the probiotics that would normally come with it. But the probiotic organisms that live principally in our colon, those probiotic organisms that also populate all the other openings in our body, whether it's our mouth or nose or ears, our genital or urinary tract, those probiotic organisms, they outnumber the cells in our body. So if you think they're not important, they are very important. They are our lifetime partners, and unfortunately, they're not terribly well balanced in the modern world. And the consequences we suffer are both digestive, immune system. So it's something that we all want to make sure that we pay attention to, because again, there's more genetic material that these probiotic organisms possess than we possess in the nuclei of our own cells.
Right.
So they outnumber us. And that's how important they are to our digestive system function and to our immune system function. Our product follows the clinical science, the clinical studies. There's a lot of products out there. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of species and strains that you could select from. We make sure that we follow the straightforward clinical science to deliver to you the straightforward, the unqualified, the clear benefits of a probiotic product. And that's why this is another one of my products that's virtually perfectly reviewed. We just made it even more higher potency, even more stable, even better than before.
I invite you to check out the reviews online at hsn.com. Ultimate Friendly Flora, fabulous pricing, 30 to 180, and significant savings. We're heading over this way. And don't forget that tour of the facility is coming up soon, so stay with us. We're going to move into a segment kind of focused in on some winter blues that we all seem to get, because with the winter time,